Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today I'm going to clean and pre-season my Smithey deep farmhouse carbon steel skillet. Now this one does come from the factory already pre-seasoned, but I'm going to go ahead and clean this skillet up and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, I've given my skillet a good wash at the sink. I wanted to make sure there weren't any factory oils or grease or anything that was left on it from when it came in the box. And I'm going to give this a good wipe off. Don't want to leave any of this water on here. All right, I'm going to take my skillet now to the stove. I'm going to put it on the burner and make sure that all of that, if there's any kind of moisture left on it, gets evaporated off of it. And I'll come back and I'll show you what we'll do next. All right, I've got a trivet here on my cutting board. I just brought it back to show you that it is dry now. But if you had used yours on the stove, just leave it on the stove to cool down. But I'm going to let this cool back down to room temperature and we'll move on to our next step of our seasoning process. All right, I'm back and my skillet has cooled down now back to room temperature. I'm going to use the oven method instead of the stovetop method to season this, to give it one coating on it today. And I've got some avocado oil here, and the smoke point of this avocado oil is 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Whatever you use, make sure that it's going to be higher than what we're going to be turning our oven on. I'm going to be putting my oven on 450 degrees Fahrenheit, or that's roughly about 230 degrees Celsius. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos that I've done where I've seasoned like the Lodge cast iron skillets and things, I use the Crisco shortening on all of those. I've always done that with everything on those. So I went onto the Smithey website and I saw that theirs came pre-seasoned with grapeseed oil. So my smoke point on my grapeseed oil that I've got is 425 degrees, and my smoke point on my avocado oil is 500 degrees. So I'm going to use that because I'm going to cook this today at 450 degrees. So I'm going to put just a little bit into the bottom of the pan, and you don't want to put a lot, just like a teaspoon is all we want to put into that. And I've got some paper towels here, and I'm going to give that a good wipe all across the bottom. I'm going to put it on the helping handle here. I'm going to put it on the other handle over here, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put some on the bottom so that I get an even coating on this first baking that we've got here. All right, so that looks like there's a lot on there, and I don't want that on it like that. So I'm going to come back in with another paper towel. You want to make sure that you get all of that oil off of there, because if you leave any on there, and if you've ever felt the skillet that was sticky or gummy, that's because you had too much oil in it when you seasoned it and left it in there. So we want to make sure that we get that wiped off to the point like, why did you even put that on there? But there's oil that got into the pores of that metal. So I'm going to give everything a good wipe off just like that. I'm going to grab me another paper towel. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to wipe the backside off of it too, because I don't want a sticky outer surface on my skillet. So just wipe everything off really good. Make sure that we get that handle nice and dry from the oil. I've got two racks in my oven. I've got one that I'm going to put this rimmed baking sheet on. I'm going to put that under it. I know there's not any oil left on that, but just in case, I'm going to put this on the bottom rack in the oven. Then I'm going to come in with the skillet and I'm going to turn it upside down and I'm going to put it on the rack above it. And you want that sitting above your pan just in case any oil might drip off of it. We don't have any in this, but mine is really dry. I'm going to put that into that cold oven on that upper rack above it, and I'm going to preheat the oven to 450 degrees with the skillet in it cold. And that way, when it comes up to temperature, we'll let it set for 1 hour baking in the oven, and then we're going to turn it off and leave the skillet in there. Don't open the door, don't do anything with it. Let it cool back down for about an hour or 2 hours in the oven on its own. And that's how I do my seasoning of my carbon steel skillets. I've got another video where I did a carbon steel skillet, and then I've done some with the regular cast iron skillet. So I'm going to continue the process the same way. Put this in the oven. We'll come back and I'll show you. We can take a look at it now to see what color we've got on it, and we're going to see if it's going to darken up any at all or if it's going to stay the same. I'll see you back when this has cooled down. I am back, and it's been a couple of hours now, and my skillet has gone through its first seasoning. Now normally I would probably do that 2 or 3 times to get a couple of layers on that. But I'm going to see how this one is going to do, because this one has a slick bottom on it. And with the Lodge, if you know those, there's a rough texture on those. And I've got another carbon steel pan that I probably put 2 or 3 seasonings on that. This feels really nice. It's not sticky. I don't feel that on there. So it's got a nice feel to it. I can't tell if it might have got a little bit darker. It's hard to say about that. So with that, I'm just going to put one seasoning on there, but if you are want to, you could go ahead and put another 2 or 3 coats on there and just do the same process. Put your light coating of your oil on there, wipe it off so that it's completely dry. Put it in the oven upside down. That way it can bake that way. And if there's any of that you left in there that might be too thick, it'll run out. And you've got that other pan sitting on the bottom to catch any of that. But like you saw what I did earlier, there wasn't any residual behind, but the pores and the metal there is enough that oil did get in there. So we still got a nice smooth finish on it. I'm going to cook with it and see how it's going to do. And if you enjoyed this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other 2 videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you season your skillets. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.